Singapore's manufacturing output fell for the fourth straight month in June. The Economic Development Board's preliminary data showed that output dropped 6.9% from a year ago. That's the steepest decline in over 3 years. But analysts say that the figures were actually better than expected.
A decline of nearly 19% in electronics production weighed down overall output. Within the cluster, there was a lower production across all segments, except for data storage. One analyst says the electronics cluster is bearing the brunt of the trade spat between the US and China.
US and China are negotiating on a trade deal. Their tech conflict hasn't come to an end yet. And on top of that now, you have this export controls imposed by Japan on South Korea. So you could see that the supply chain hasn't fully been disrupted yet. I think there's still more room for disruption on the global supply chain. And this would likely hit Singapore exporters quite hard.
Production from the transport engineering cluster also fell by more than 14%. The EDB says this was because of declines in offshore as well as shipbuilding and repairing activities. Maintenance shutdowns in some petrochemical plants also resulted in lower production from the chemicals cluster. But bright spots still exist in other clusters.
Although we're seeing some drags, coming from electronics and some other clusters, there are some signs of bottoming out in some of the clusters. In fact, if not for the boost coming from biomedical, the number could actually be a lot worse.
Production from the biomedical cluster rose 5%, boosted by stronger pharmaceutical output. Output also increased for general manufacturing and precision engineering.